doing some work on my craft room, and I'm going to be doing this area right here. I'm going to be removing these shelves, and I've already started kind of going through some stuff. I'm going to be going through these. I'm going to be putting some cubes here and putting some shelving and just redecorating this area of my craft room. I'm kind of doing it in zones, and I thought I would take you guys along with me. So this is going to be my first process, is removing all of this stuff, and I will be back when I get to the next step. Okay everyone, this is zone 2 that I'm going to be working on. A little messy area here. I'm going to get it all organized, change up some stuff, and I will be back and let you know what it looks like when I'm all done. I usually have my laptop right there, but I moved it already. Okay, this is my next zone. I started clearing it off already before I videoed, totally forgot. But this is my next zone that I am going to be currently working on. So I had a bunch of shoe boxes on all these shelves, and I already removed them, and they've got some I'm going to be going through, and I'm going to be removing all this stuff. So come back to see what I do with this craft room. Hi everybody, this is Bonnie from Bonnie's Creative Place, and I'm here with just a little update on my craft room from all the work that I've been doing. In the beginning of this video, you probably saw that. Here I'm just going to kind of do a quick little walkthrough of what I've done. Just so you know, this is a very unfinished, I live in an old farmhouse, and I'm lucky to even have this little bit of a space. So let's get started. First of all, this is my desk. It was in another room, and I just wanted to add it to this room. I had an old table here, and it was starting to bow. It holds a lot more better stuff. I do have like a little bit of stuff back there, but it's not like width-wise. I don't have a whole lot of room, but I'm not here for very long. I just do a little bit of computer work, and that's about it. I've got, you know, storage there. I hung all these pictures. I just did that. This over here is an old table that I've had, or a shelf, and I am eventually going to upgrade it to the white cubes like I have over here in the rest of the room. But for now, I will get one in another month or so. I do stuff on the budget as best I can. I've had these totes for a long time, for years, and the cat has managed to scratch them up and rip some of the tags off them, so eventually I will be upgrading those. And this is where I keep my little Cricut stuff. I have my other Cricut and heat press and all that stuff to do my mugs in another room. This is just where I store my ink refillers and some little sponge daubers and stuff like that. Then I come over here, and let's see if I can back up a little better. These are a cubicle section. It goes almost the full length. Eventually it will be. And these first 3 or 4 tubs are for all my classes. This is for like my 3D class, that's for my in-home class, then I have my online class, and then I have my scrapbooking classes. So these are all stuff that that's why I said I gotta quit working on this room and I gotta get prepping. That's why it's not completely finished, but it's enough to show you what I've been doing. These are bins that I have to label. Some of these bins are even empty, but I have to mark them because I don't even remember what's in them. I'm pulling them open. You know how it goes. This stuff, I don't know. I've just got it sitting there for now. I'm not sure it's going to stay. This is my bin with all my projects and templates that I refer to all the time. A washi tape holder. Now these bins, these are shoebox bins, which work great. I have to have a lot of stuff closed in or in covers because I do have pellet stoves and it forms a lot of dust, so I try to keep as much stuff closed up as I can. And a lot of this stuff I don't gain access to all the time. It's like discontinued stamp pads, discontinued blends, my Easter egg stuff. I do some Easter eggs painting, and then refill inks that are discontinued, just stuff like that. I don't get to this area a lot. So this works fine for right here for now. Eventually, like I said, I'd like to get another 9 cuber and extend this whole, sorry if that made you dizzy, all along here. But for now, it works. This is a shelf that I've got to fix. So, but it's just got a bunch of stuff on it. It's more stuff that you use when you're crafting, like bleach and alcohol and all that type of stuff. And that's just where that is. I'm going to be putting, I've got it over there by the door, another ribbon thing here, because as you can see, I'm here, I got a bunch of ribbon, and down there in that bin is full of ribbon. I just don't have enough room, so I'm going to be taking these pictures and moving them elsewhere, and I'm going to put another ribbon thing there, but I just don't have, I've got the part, I just don't have it up yet. This here is one of those cubicles, and I just store like some scrapbooking stuff. I've got my special glitter paper, and then I've got all my silver, gold, and special foil paper there. These are just some stuff I use at different times for events. This here I use for my scrapbooking event, and then these are all the wooden stamps that I have left that I don't want to depart with. Every now and then I will sit these out on a little shelf that I have to display them. This stuff here is stuff that I have to have it because it's for different events and stuff like that, but I don't use it enough and I don't really have a spot for it, so it's there for now. Then I've just moved all my paper. If you saw in the beginning, all my paper was on the other side of the room, and I transferred it over to here. I love it over here. I have more light in this space. I can see better over here. One cool thing I did was I used to go to craft fairs all the time, and I called it Bonnie's Cards and More. And this was the banner, and I forgot I even had it. And so I just hung it there, and I just absolutely love it. So if I have to grow more with my stamps or something, I may have to take it down. But for now, I love it there, and so that is where it's going to stay. I put up those 3 shelves along there, which are going to hold stamps. It's got a few there. I'm trying to do an organizational. I've got to go through all of them. I'm scanning them, putting them in cases. A lot of stuff I got to do. So that is still a process. My radio still has to be hung. It's not the speakers anyways. And then I will have that. This is just all Stampin' Up! Paper right along. There's a bin right there, I think, that's non-Stampin' Up! That I use for scrapbooking right there. But other than that, this is all discontinued Stampin' Up! Paper that I need to use. And this is the pattern paper. So that's a lot of paper. I've been trying to use it in my classes and my events, but I've been getting better at it. I mean, you know, 18 plus years, you accumulate a lot. And then this is discontinued paper here. I use this when I create templates and different things that I want to practice on before I do it on my good paper. And then, like I said, these are just things like alternate items that I use to create stuff with. And I'm just going to leave them in those bins because they work perfect in those bins. And I just like how it's organized. So that's how I'm going to leave them. Those are some stamps that are from different, like Peachy Kings. I love their little faces, and I use them like on my snowmans and stuff. Though that little bit of paper there is current. And I just have extra Whisper White, some green and red because it was Christmas time, so I had extra of that. But then the white, I always have extra white on hand. And then this is my 6x6 paper. The stuff in the front that's in the little bin is current. All the stuff in the back is not current. So I'm trying to go through and, you know, use my current paper. This bin down here is just stuff of alternate photo albums, not albums, photo frames that I use for different frames and stuff in it. And I don't even know what's in this one. What is in this box? Oh, my wax stuff. My wax stuff is in that bin. And then you come over to my desk. This is where I work. This is where I do all my work area. Now this little space here is kind of like a little wasted space, but I store my extra shoe boxes for when I do a shoebox class, so I don't want them lost. And then I have some extra ones of these, the little ones down there that sometimes I need to use when I do bigger scrapbooking events or whatever to keep my papers organized. So I have them there, so they're easy for me to get to, but yet I don't need them right away. This is all the current scrapbooking 12 by 12 paper that I have, and this is the current celebration paper that I have. So that's all the paper that I have that is current, and there's a little bit of one pack right in here that is current, but all this other stuff, this is window sheets, and this is my 12 by 12 paper for my scrapbooking. This is just miscellaneous stuff. What do they call this stuff? Your masking, and I have some different other brands there, but I love the Stampin' Up! One the best. And then I put my Stamparatus in here, and then this is where I keep my dies for my electric die cutting machine, and then this is different kinds of water paper that I keep there. So that's there, and then my pencil sharpener. This is what I'm working on. This is why I said I'm not going to have time to do everything before I get it done. This is all discontinued product right here, and I have some more over there. These are the ones I wanted to keep, and they're too tall for me to reach, so that's why I added these shelves in. I'm going to turn them. Even if I leave them on their sides, they're not bad, but they're too high. So, because it goes all the way up. So it's just too high. So, and I can't reach it, and I can't see what I have. So I'm trying to figure out an organizational system for that. So that's what that is. And that's going to be a process. It's not going to happen overnight. So I've got to just, you know, do what I got to do here. And then I added this little shelf. I just added it there so I could add some little stuff. This is where I work. This is my desk. On each side, this is a filing cabinet here, and I've explained it in my other videos, and there's one over there, and that's where I store all my paper, and I have, you know, my scraps in there, everything in there. And then on top of this one, I have my scoreboard, and on the top of this one, I have my trimmer. So I like everything accessible to me, so that's where I have all that stuff. I have two little carts here when I'm actually crafting. I have this cart, which holds all my punches in it, some current and some non-current, and then on the bottom has like my glue gun and my stuff like that. That sits on one side of me, and then this cart right here is my cart that has all my other gadgets and, you know, tape runners, glue dots, all that I need, and everything, my dabbers, you know, just extra stuff that you need when you're crafting. That sits on the other side of me, so that I have both of them on each side of me. And sometimes there's a little table that I'll show you when we get to it that's set up too. So I have my little sponges here. Here I have moved over where I put all my embossing folders and my dies so that I can get them easily or when I need them. These two shelves are current product. Some of these do say retired on it as just like a stamp thing, but this is the only current product that I have. Those I'm trying to find, I got to get some 9x9 frames so I could put them in it. That's a project that I'm currently working on, and those are all retired. So see why I say it's going to take me a while to get this all organized the way I want it, all these shelves. So these shelves may look bare and kind of weird, but this is how they are until I can get it the way I want it. So that's that. That's my lab. That's my baby. He's in here with me. This is obviously garbage can safe, some office paper I have to keep, and then a couple other things down there. This is my scan and cut, and I love it on this table. I currently have some paper I'm cutting for a customer. This is the pink table. It's just a little coffee table. I pull it up, put it out here when I need a little extra space, that my table over there is getting full, because I'm sure, like all crafters, you use everything and then some. So in this, I have my diamond art. I leave my diamond art in here. So that's what's in there. It's an old shelf. Obviously, the little hinge is falling off it. Eventually, this will probably not be in this room. But like I said, I try to repurpose everything that I can, because a craft room is expensive. And this is an old house, and I use what I can. This is the newest part and probably the biggest wow part for everybody. And my buddy boy is going to be in the camera as I back up. I had these two huge, as if you saw in the beginning of the video, units here. And this is the transformation from it. I went from, you know, a whole bunch of stuff. I put all the albums up on top. Over here are pages I have to put into new albums. And then over here are undone albums that I'm still working on or need to have those pages on this side put in it. I love the little photo wall. Some are photos, some are things that my mom is no longer with me and she made me some of those things, and that's their wedding album. And I just love this whole area. Then I have all these cubes. I could not tell you what's in them. I'm constantly, because of new organizing, I'm constantly opening up my stuff and figuring out what is in there. I'm constantly doing that. These little bookshelf things on top are currently my, what do you call them? Cards. That's what I bought to put my cards in. My battery's getting low here. Let me see if I can get us a little more. There we go. I hope that didn't make it look funny. But these little cubes, I have 2 on each side, and they hold all my homemade cards, and I have them in that, and I absolutely love it. I just have like office supplies and stuff like in all these. I'm not going to open up every drawer, but that's what's in there. That little container there is empty cases that I'm currently using to fix a lot of this stuff up with. Yeah, but this is my number favorite part that is actually completed that I wanted to get done, and I'm very, very excited about it. So if you want to know anything more or want me to go in depth anything more, let me know. I know this was kind of a quick run through, but I just really wanted to let you guys know what I've been doing, because I've been talking about it, and I'm not finished. Like I said, I have to put the ribbon thing up. I still have to go through all these stamps and organize them the way I want to organize them, and that is all going to be a process.